Hey guys, and welcome to Clark CJ Plays. Today, I am going to do an unboxing of the new Google Stadia that Google just released. It actually came out just today. It's kind of like Netflix, but for or Disney Plus, but for games. So you kind of do streaming of games over the internet. They have different games such as Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I think they have a whole bunch of different games. But basically, you can either stream it to your TV, your computer, or play the games on your phone. So it's cross-platform because it's not being played on any of your devices, but you're playing it plus streaming the game across through their servers. So here is an unboxing of the Google Stadia. This is going to be the Founders Edition, which is normally $129. And it just released today on November 20th, 2019. So it comes in this little simple white box here. This is Founder Edition. Now, I don't know what the non-Founder Editions are going to be like, but basically Founders are for people that pre-ordered in the Google Stadia. Now, I tried out the Google Stadia before it came out. However, it wasn't in its current form. It was more of being able to stream games through the browser, Google Chrome browser, using Project Steam or Stream or something like that. I forget what it was called, which went during its beta. So I kind of tested it, how the system works, except not via the Google Stadia method that they have decided to come out with and release it as instead. But the streaming system was actually really good. They gave us, it actually, surprisingly enough, had Assassin's Creed Odyssey before it came out to the general public. Ubisoft gave Google that partnered with Google to test a game streaming in the Google streaming system for game streaming for this project. So as you can see, the box is pretty basic. And it says Founders Edition, of course. This is the Midnight Blue version of it. On the back it says, "One place for all the ways we play." As I said, you can stream it on you can do it via you play the games via your phone, your TV, your laptop, your desktop, your browser over the web. So many different ways that you can play the games. You can purchase games for this. How the system works is kind of like Game Pass for Xbox, where you can get a Stadia Pass, which is a monthly membership, and it gives you, mini games for free, or you can purchase games for it. Eventually, they do, but it releases it with a couple games for free, for at least for the Founders Edition. How you get to come with it. I forgot what the games were offhand, but as I open it and set it up, which I'll do another video on, I will actually tell you the system that the games that come with it. So yeah, and then as you can see here, it comes with the controller and a Chromecast Ultra, which the Chromecast Ultra is basically kind of like, I don't know if you've heard of the Fire Stick, or from Amazon, or the Roku stick. So it's kind of like that. You plug into your TV, you know, you can stream like YouTube videos, music, a lot of applications on your Android devices have like that play videos of some sort, have a function where you can cast it to your Chromecast device. So you can like watch videos. Some phones have, you know, where you can mirror your phone on your TV, so you can play games on a bigger screen if you want. But yeah, but Chromecast Ultra is basically Disney. Their 4K version of their Chromecast, so it plays is compatible with 4K TVs, and plays 4K quality pictures on your TV as long as your TV is 4K compatible. Now, if it's not 4K compatible, it's still okay. You can still receive regular standard definition stuff and HD, such as 720p and 1080p. So you'll still receive that. However, 4K, even though it's 4K compatible, it all depends on your internet. If your internet is fast enough for 4K, otherwise it'll automatically downgrade to 1080p, 720p, or standard. However, if stuff is originally in 4K, it will automatically downscale, and you won't see as much of the issues that you have if something is in 1080p and tries to upscale. Because 4K is more lossless, and you don't lose as much quality if it downscales. However, if you're upscaling something from 1080p to 4K is when you have the issues. But if something is in 1080p, it doesn't upscale, it doesn't have that ability, unfortunately. But because you'd need a more powerful device for that. But it also comes with a Founders Edition controller, which is in night blue, which is unique to the Founders Edition. That's never going to be offered again. Now, whether you can still get it Founders Edition or not, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long they're going to offer that, because I know they had it at least up until the time that it came out from pre-order. So it comes with a USB-C to A cable power adapter, Chromecast Ultra in black version, and power adapter with integrated cable. Now, Stadia the controller does require a Wi-Fi network in order to be able to work. So if you have a cable internet network, unfortunately, this is not going to work for you. For at least using the controller. However, you should be able to use it with like your computers and all that kind of stuff. As far as I'm aware. The Chromecast Ultra does have an HDMI port with a network. However, when I opened this box, and I opened it because I just wanted to make sure everything was there and working. Well, not working because I haven't opened it and tested the stuff, but opened it to make sure everything was there and, in good condition from when it was shipped. But other than this is the first time anyone's going to see it. But, so let's go ahead and open it. Alright. So there is the Chromecast Ultra. Sorry. So there is not the Chromecast Ultra. This is the Stadia controller. So the initial feel of it, I don't know about me, but I feel the controller is pretty slick on the top. Made from a pretty slick plastic material. But the back has a nice little texturing to it. So it doesn't really feel like it would slip out of your hands very well. Because if it was just like the slick plastic material all around, I'd feel thought it probably would slip out of your hand. So it does feel like you still, even with that little texture on the bottom, that it might slip out of your hands. I wish they had kind of nice, thick rubber grips or something, so you can not slide out of your hands as easily. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Now, some of the buttons, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're kind of loud. I wish they had like a soft click type of material, so they were kind of, how you most of like your game controllers, like for like your Xbox or PS, have a softer click, so they're not as loud. And the buttons kind of, I don't know, they feel a little bit cheap. Like a cheap plastic material. I would thought for a Founders Edition, where you're gonna pay probably more, it would probably feel more expensive, more higher quality. I mean, then again, this is the first iteration of it, so I mean, over the years they might update the quality of it, so that way it's kind of better, higher quality, more durable feeling, and they might add plastic bumpers. But for the initial aspects, it's kind of cheap feeling, unfortunately. But I do like how they have the Y, X, A, and B buttons, which is reminiscent of the Xbox controllers. So I feel like you have an Xbox, you're gonna feel quite at home with this, because it does have all the buttons on the back here, as you can see, kind of like the buttons like L1, L2, R1, R2, kind of like Xbox has labeled, and kind of buttons kind of on the front kind of remind you of an Xbox controller, like the Stadia icon here for the Stadia icon here for the home button kind of thing. And I'm guessing I have to figure out what all these buttons are, but honestly, it feels like a little cheap to me. But the nice thing is that it does use USB-C to charge, so there's no batteries on here. So the kind of one thing I wish that it did have, I mean, well, there's batteries obviously in here, but I wish it had an actual removable battery compartment that you can actually replace batteries in here. Because the nice thing about having that is then you can take this with you, let's say if you go to a friend's house. So you don't have to remember, like, for a party or something, and you connect to their Wi-Fi network. And your friend has a Google Stadia. You don't have to, try to either bring your charger, borrow your friend's charger, or try to remember to charge it the night before, and then worry about forgetting it. But if you have batteries in here you can replace, well, then you can, replace it. Batteries. With kind of like, 2 double A's or something like that, or you have just a removable battery pack that you can just take, put on a charge dock, and then, put it in here. I think that would be nice. So Google, if you're listening, which you probably aren't, but if you are, try to, in your future generations of the Stadia, try to include a user changeable battery dock or something like that. Now, I mean, imagine you can probably have buy a dock eventually that you can just sit this on and it can charge it. Because I know people are very ingenious and creative like that, where you can just put a dock on it, let it sit on a USB-C charger, and have your game charger overnight instead of having to use the charging cable that comes with it. But anywho, back to the unboxing. So this, I imagine. Oh, okay. Come on. So they really don't want to be able to get that out. Alright, there we go. So this is the charger for the charging brick that plugs into the wall. It's a So that plugs into there, and then you have your USB-A, USB-A, and to USB-C. Sorry, we should focus the camera. USB-C, there we go. So you have that. That plugs into here. You can plug it into the wall, or if you have a computer, you can do it that way too. In here, looks like it's a sorry, I'm recording this on my phone, unfortunately. So sorry if you see shaking and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, it's the best thing I have right now to record on. Because my webcam, unfortunately, not very easy to record videos of stuff like this. So in here you have your booklet. It kind of comes with, your warning, safety sheet, like normal. Google Stadia stickers you can put on stuff. Your get started guide on your Stadia controller, like how to set it up and how to set up your Chromecast Ultra. So it looks like that's not. I don't. So apparently you have to have a Stadia app that you download to log in to set up your controller. Well, if you have the Google Home app, you can use to set up all your Chromecast devices, like your Google Home, your Google Hub, or I should say Nest Hub as they call it now. Or many different names they call it, or your Google Minis. But you have to set up your Stadia. You have to have Stadia app. Now, I wish they would have a setup where you can just do it directly from the Google Home app, because that would be awesome. So that is odd. Huh. So apparently the Google is so that's interesting. So the Stadia controller does have a Google Assistant function on it and a built-in microphone. So you can use Google Assistant while you're in a game. It's off until you press the button for Google Assistant, which you can turn it on or off from a game or platform. So that is interesting. So I'm kind of surprised here, because they said they were going to send me a code, but I haven't seen where they send it. But they said they're sending me a code for just the buddy pass and all that kind of information. Maybe it's attached to my Google account. I don't know. Well, I'll have to see if I can find that information. But, so here is the power brick for the Chromecast Ultra. Now, the Chromecast Ultra, this power brick, is a lot bigger than your standard regular Chromecast. The Chromecast allows you to cast pictures, photos, videos, stuff from different apps, like for example YouTube, Pandora, Disney Plus, and many other apps to your TV, so you can view it on a big screen. So the Chromecast is pretty much what's doing all the whole hard work in the Stadia, with the Stadia also using the controller to interact. But anyways, so the power brick for this is actually bigger than I would have expected for the Chromecasts, because the other Chromecasts, the regular standard ones, don't have a power brick this big. It's probably about, I want to say about that size. But one thing I did notice when looking at this is Chromecast, however, does have an Ethernet port. So, where the Chromecast normally connects via Wi-Fi network, it can connect via BGN, and I am not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that, but I believe also AC Wi-Fi networks, which AC is one of the more current speeds out there. Besides, I think they have Wi-Fi X coming out, but that's still a couple more years away, and they don't have things that take that yet. But anywho, so this is the Chromecast Ultra. It kind of reminds you of like a Pocky Huck. Not a Pocky Huck. A hockey puck. So this is going to be your HDMI cable. This is what you connect to the HDMI port on your TV. And it provides the 4K display to your TV. But it's also compatible with 1080p, 720p, and standard def. And this device here is your Chromecast, which connects to the Wi-Fi network that you say, and it broadcasts stuff over your Wi-Fi network. And you'll see this magnet back here, so if you want to, and you can have this be magnetic to the TV, or you can have it be magnetic to the back of here. So if you want to if you're able to plug it in like so, you can plug it in to the TV like that and have it set. But anyways, guys, that's all for about the unboxing of this. I will do a video later tonight, probably, on how to set this thing up. But I hope you guys are well, and I will see you on the other side. Have a good night, guys.